Good evening and salutations, my soap opera fans. So, question of the night. Is Maxie Jones needed on General Hospital? You know, even before this, but specifically now, all we see Maxie doing is just walking up to people, asking them, are they going to be part of the nurses' ball? And, are you going to sit there and do this? You're going to sit there and do that? She's pretty much just a walking, talking commercial at this point. It's pretty sad because they used to actually give her really good stories. I think the last story that they gave her was the Peter August story. I liked it. I know a lot of people didn't like it, but you know, now I'm trying something different tonight. Um, Not just being on StreamYard, but being on StreamYard, being on. Okay, cool. So I can see it work so far. Solomon was good, Solomon. I'm actually streaming on two other places. So I'm streaming on here, well, YouTube. I'm also streaming on Twitter and I'm also streaming on Facebook. So I'm very curious about that. I was going to try it tomorrow, but I was like, you know what? Let's try it tonight. Let's see what happens. What's good, Darby? What's good, Dave? Thank you for joining. Let's see something. I want to see if what's showing on mine. Oh, okay, cool. I guess maybe. All right, so I'm actually on. Wow, okay, very interesting. Simon says I'm currently watching the YNR 50th anniversary special tonight. Oh, they actually did something. Oh, okay, that's interesting. I'll log into Facebook and see because. What's good, Dave? Uh, so I'm gonna see because so far I'm streaming on Twitter. I can't tell if I'm actually on. It says I'm live, but so weird. I'm assuming that I'm going to be on which court as well. It says can post comments to some destinations. Okay, kind of weird. Well, it says I'm on what you call it. Now, Dave said instead of saying is Maxie Jones needed on General Hospital, you should say is Lucy Cole needed on General Hospital. Hey, Dave, I feel like that's actually another future question. So you know what? Screw it. I'll take that down as well. Thank you, David. I will definitely save that for a upcoming future title because that's a really good question too. But I started off with Maxie tonight because Tracy Steves is in the chat. What's good, Tracy? Thank you for joining. Um, Kai Wen, how have you been, Kai Wen? I do you think that there will be an amazing end character in a few years? What soap opera are you talking about? Shauna's in the chat. What's good, Shauna? Laura B's in the chat. Last Day on Earth is in the chat. How are you doing tonight? Makai is in the chat. What's good, Makai? Thank you for joining tonight. I'm glad you're doing good, Kai Wen. It's always good to see you in the chat. Like I said, I'm trying something new tonight. I'm streaming on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. I was gonna do it on Twitch as well, but I just didn't feel the need to. I don't. You know what it is? I got different plans for Twitch. Maybe I'll try it tomorrow. We'll see. Last day. It's calling me. It's calling me. So I'm just texting back. Makai says, "Where's the ice cream at?" I'm gonna do ice cream again. I'm gonna do ice cream again. Right now, I'm doing. Well, actually, tell you the truth, I finished this bottle of wine, so that's kind of depressing. Cat lady's in the chat. What's good, cat lady? Shauna says, "I thought Elena was smarter than that." What do you mean by that? You mean she's gonna get whatever that guy to do the podcast, so this way Victoria can leave Nate alone apparently. So what did you thought that Shauna? What you thought that Elena was gonna do? Kathleen says Devon was doing too much. Got your sis begging you like, yeah, I know, I know. You know, here's the thing, cat lady. I'm actually glad that they did. I'm glad that they made up. I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, but it. You're absolutely right about that. I'm just glad that they did make up. It was extra. I'm not gonna lie, cat lady. Cat lady, how has the reviews been going? Dolly's in the chat. Was good, Dolly. Thank you for joining. Denise is in the chat. Was good, Denise. You see how many people actually watch me on Twitter? Because, like I said, I'm doing something a little bit different today. Daisy Flowers says I can't stay long. I'm at work, but the reason Liz can't say anything to Josh is because cheating is Liz's sport. Cam is the only one of Liz's sons who didn't need. Oh, wow. Okay, Daisy Flower. I love the energy. I'm glad you're doing good, Dolly. Darby's in the chat. Darby says, I think Maxie is needed sometimes, but not right now. Well, she's needed. Here's the thing. Whenever I sit there and give these little comments and stuff like that, or these these questions and stuff like that, I'm gonna try this for a week. I'm gonna try going on all the platforms for like a week and see what happens. I think there's only one person right now on Twitter that's watching me. But um a lot of times with Max, she's not doing anything lately. She's not doing anything lately, you know? She's running around being a commercial for the nurse's ball. Like, when was the last time she actually had a good story? This is the problem. This is, I've made a video, and I need to make another video specifically about Max and some other people. But what's good, Jess? Thank you for joining. In my members live stream, basically saying, is Maxie lost in the sauce? Because what do they give her? What do they actually give this woman? Nothing. Nothing. They don't give this woman anything. Denise says, I agree. They're not really giving Maxie. They're not. And that's the sad part. Now, Darby says there is a saying in the wrestling business that asks how you how can people miss you if you never gone away? Go away. I don't get it. What's good, Queen of yourself? Thank you for joining. I'm doing good. It's always great to see you. Oh, we got another person. Daisy Flowers says Liz slept with Nicholas when she was engaged to Lucky. Josh and Dex have the couch. Liz and Nicholas have the. Jeez. Daisy Flower is coming in with the smoke, and I love it. Now we have a new person. I don't. Not Gloria. Okay, I'm gonna call you Gloria. Gloria. Gloria says Max. Good thing having the crew. I'm always on, but this is my first time commenting Sunny and Victor on GH, which is more powerful. Um, I don't know. I don't know Victor that much, so I'm gonna sit there and say Sunny, just because I don't know Victor that much. Well, this person said they've been on there before. Thank you, Lorby. Thank you. Yeah, we actually. Well, sad thing, I don't even know how many likes I actually have, but yeah, hit the like button. It does help. No, it really does help. Um, just says Maxie is super annoying. Is a super annoying character. She was never really my favorite. Yeah, I get that. Blackmon is in the chat. What's good, Blackmon? Thank you for joining. Shakira's in the chat. How are you doing tonight, Shakira? Let me see what's going on my channel, on my end. Okay, cool. Well, I'm still gonna go in there anyway. So many likes. Oh, we got 7 likes. Mel is in the chat. How you doing tonight, Mel? Yeah. So if you are enjoying the stream, hit the like button. We got 26 people in the chat. We got 7 likes. So hit the like button. It really does help. I'm doing good, Black Man. I'm doing good. I woke up super late. I don't know what the hell happened. I felt like I was poisoned or something. Last day says Maxie needs something to do, not just talking about. Yeah, but that's all they're gonna have her do though. Eagle Fang is in the chat. Daisy Floss says Max. Seriously? Gwen is in the chat. What's good, Gwen? Daisy Floss says Maxie is legacy, so she's needed. But she's not doing anything. Here's the thing: a lot of people can sit there and say characters are legacy characters. Like Christina's a legacy character, but is she needed? Legacy. Here's the thing: legacy status shouldn't sit there and determine if your character is going to be, should stay on the show or not. What should stay on the show is if the character is actually doing something, contributing to the show, making the show interesting. Maxie was a bad girl in the day and has smoked. Or Liz, because yeah, I remember that. And what's good, Eagle Fang? Guy says, Tracy Steve is in the chat. What's good, Tracy? Thank you for joining. And how you doing tonight, Mel? Thank you for joining as always. Nikisha is in the chat. Nikisha said Maxie is different. She has BG's heart. Yeah. How you doing tonight, Nikisha? See, the problem with some of these characters is that they don't give them anything to do. And then when they don't give them anything to do, and they just kind of just show up to show up, it's like, no. I'm gonna leave. Yeah, it's so messed up. I actually did change the. I'm gonna have to fix the title, so that's fun. Billy says Maxie has been a pretty strong story driven for a lot of years. That's the exactly, and that's the thing. And it's great when they give her stories. So I don't know. Here's the thing. Maybe she's needed, but like someone said in the chat, she's not needed now. You ever got Maxie had a front burner storyline? No. Exactly. That's very true. And maybe the question shouldn't be is Maxie needed, but is Maxie needed right now? They can shelve the character and put her back at another time. They do it with Days of Our Lives all the time. This is my whole thing about GH and Days. In the case that every character can't be front and center all the time. They can't be, but they can give them something. They can give them something interesting to do. This is why I'm talking about rotating the characters like they do on Days of Our Lives. Kristen Case has a point. They can't be front and center all the time, but I mean, come on now. It's like the equivalent of person that they're selling Girl Scout cookies at this point. You know? What else my damn hot sauce at? So, yeah, I mean, me personally, I don't think that she's needed, or at the very least, needed right now. And maybe I'll put that in the future title. Maybe I'll put that in the future title. I don't know what's my obsession with Nathia just looking at the damn hot sauce in its purest form. Gemini is in the chat. What's good, Gemini? Thank you for joining. Now, just says Maxie is definitely needed. Is definitely not needed right now. Yeah, she's not needed right now. Laura B says, "Is it better with hot sauce? Me, I can't tolerate hot stuff. It's not. Here's the thing, Laura B. I'm not normally a. It is better with hot sauce. I'm not gonna lie. Don't get me wrong. It's good without it, but it's better with hot sauce. Laura B. I mean, there's mild hot sauce. There's different hot sauce that you can sit there and get that's not super hot. And Dolly says not every character should be front burner all the time. GH Hyper focus on the car. J Sam has thrown off the stories for years. Jess says you should try the spicy noodles that then since you like hot sauce. That's a good idea, Jess. That's a good idea. I'm gonna I always sit there and say I'm gonna sit there and try it tomorrow, then like tomorrow comes and I totally forget. But if I remember, I'm gonna try it tomorrow. Can't post some comments to some destinations. What does that mean? And Daily Flow says someone is coming to Nurse's Ball who is important to Maxie. That's good. I say Maxie was much better with Spinelli and Nathan. Now she is just okay. Now, now she is just there. Okay, the show where the Christmas episode, where her trying to see her daughter. My friend was like, "What? Where has she's been?" Yeah, I just think they don't. My issue with some of this stuff is that when you don't give these characters anything to do, they're kind of just there to be there. And it's like, all right, well, we got to give them something to do. So what do they wind up doing? Oh, Max is going to go around practically selling Girl Scout. I mean, selling tickets from the nurses' ball and trying to get people to show up. I mean, pretty much Lucy used to do that all the time. But it's like, this is the best story that they could sit there and give her? Like, really? Come on. Do better. I, well, one, I'm not going to sit there and repeat that sentence, but I don't understand what that and General Hospital have anything to do with each other. Gwen says, but right now for me, GH is kind of all over the place. So will see what happens after Nurses Ball. I really hope they can wrap up some of the stuff. Yeah. Well, Gwen, that's the problem when they just decide to start throwing in 1,000 something characters. Um, Gwen says GH focused on Jason, Carly, and Sonny so much that the other storylines were pushed aside. That's true. That is true. Shakira says last days was B&B was born. I don't get that. Last days, what? Well, B&B was actually interesting today. Days was okay. Dolly says, was Day trolling us with the Sierras, saying she was. Oh, yes, Dolly. I said in my review, I was like, are you kidding me? I'm like, yo, bro, you are literally, you have a baby by a serial killer. You are knocked up by a serial killer. And you have your audacity to come in that room talking about how Harris is going to be nothing but a killer even after his treatment. Like, what? Honestly, to tell you too, Dolly, when she came in that room, I was like, yo, when is she leaving? Like, that's it. I was like, yo, when is Sierra leaving? Because she need. Let me ask. Okay, for people that watch Days, Has Sierra always been like that? Just very, you know, has she always been like that? I'm very curious about that. Because Boo was doing way too much today. She was doing way too much today. I was like, all right, Boo, you can go. Dolly says holier when she said Harris was responsible for. Exactly. And he says, yes, he has always. Jesus Christ, how did y'all actually get through that? How did y'all get through that? That chick is so annoying. How did y'all get through that? But yeah, Dolly, I was like, yo, are you kidding me? Like, boo, you are literally knocked up by an ex serial killer. Dave Flaw says being a hypocrite is a Horton trait. Hmm. Denise says Sheila gonna light up Bill's place like, yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna lie, Denise. It was actually good today. Even with the crap that was going on around it with Brooke and what was it? It was Brooke and Katie and some other side quests that I can't really remember. Who else was on actually? Now I'm thinking about it, who else was on B&B besides the interesting storyline. Dolly says she was even mouthfully as a child, as a kid. Sarah was kind of a brat. Yes, my God, she still acts like that. Oh my goodness, yo, that chick, yo, she needs to go and stay gone for a very long time. Gemini says Bill would touch her and kill Sheila for sure. Chris is in the chat. Krista says yes, Maxie is needed. They just need to write meaningful dialogue for her. I gotta find. Okay, maybe I'm gonna keep with that for a little bit, but in the future, I'm gonna try to find a way to refine that though. And Rihanna's in the chat. What's good, Ariana? Thank you for joining. How was your day? Thank you for joining us as always. It is a blessing to sit there and see you. Jolie says, I will admit the Hortons are pretty hypocritical. Hmm. I have to sit there and take your word for it. Gwen says Sierra is getting on my nerves. She is doing too much, and I wonder is she under contract because I was a fan of Sin, but she keeps leaving and coming back. This last time she was supposed to be gone. Yeah, Gwen, I'm not gonna lie. When I first started watching it, and then I heard about her contract negotiations, she kept leaving and coming back, and leaving and coming back. It's like, well, if you want to leave, just leave, just leave. Like, don't act like people are sitting there begging you to stay. One thing I don't like, if an actor or an actress wants to leave, just leave, because you're not doing me any favors by staying there, knowing that you want to leave. Last day says B&B is boring today. Brooke and Kate was not needed today. Well, yeah, they weren't needed today, but I did like the Bill and Sheila and Red stuff. That was good. Denise is hard to leave early. Albert, have a good. It's all good, Denise. Well, thank you for joining us. As long as for as long as you did, I appreciate that. I'll get to see you tomorrow in the next live stream. Yeah, I wonder what happened. Gwen, money. Short answer, money. Okay, I am so this. Dolly says I kept waiting for Hope to tell her to shut up. But she technically did though by reminding her that she was. Hope did remind her that she was a hypocrite though. Dolly says I did like Kayla and Bo interaction today. Yeah, it was good. I don't understand why she went. I don't understand why Bo wants to sit there and act like he doesn't care about any of his other siblings, but it has no problem putting a gun to Kayla's head. That's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not really making too much sense to me. Darby says, not Tom and Alice, but every other Horton behind them is massively hypocrite. And don't forget about Julie. Christmas is an honor, the 60th Nurse Ball Epiphany Tribute. What is your thoughts? What is your favorite storyline or character? It's hard to say, Krista. I mean, from what I when I say, I like the story with Epiphany when she was getting Sunny to walk again, and she was being tough on him. But I was sitting there and say, I like it. Here's the also the night shift. A lot of the stuff that she was dealing with in the night shift, I like that. Um, yeah, I don't know. The thing about Epiphany is that she lately, well, before she passed and everything like that, she was on there. I get that, Daisy Fly. I just don't understand how how he is, the hell with everyone else, his grandchild, his son, I mean, his daughter and everything. But Kayla, oh, no, 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 no. Kayla, you got to come with me. I don't know. I don't know what the actress is doing in the later years, but it felt like every time that Epiphany came in, it's like she came in just to say a couple of lines and then that was it. Her whole breakup with Milo was off screen. It was like, what? So it's very hard to sit there and really think about Epiphany's later years. Her earlier stuff was good. Fiona says, when came what? Ariana says, composing my case notes, listening to the chats. Okay. Well, it's always good to have you listening and hearing in. Listening in. How much does the actress that plays Lucy has away? What do you think it will be like? Well, Kai Wen, she didn't actually pass away, so I don't. Are you asking me like a what if sort of question? I'm very curious now. Catley said, "Oh wow, Warner had Little Richie on the show. Got to find that." Hmm. Krista says, I love when she helped Jason and let him pretend he was holding her hostage. Laughed so hard. Hmm. I don't remember that. Dolly says, I'm watching days right now, and all of these well preserved 60-year-old are setting the bar a little too high for me. Well, I mean, they're setting the bar too high for GH. I know that much. Cringe. Just as I think the Epiphany after is coming. Yeah, they're supposed to adjust. I remember somebody saying it's supposed to be soon. I think it's the 29th, but I could be wrong now. Shakira says, I'm skipping B&B. Okay. I don't remember Days actually being that great. So, um, I mean, if you're skipping to Days, then I don't. I mean, if you watch, I feel like Y&R is actually better, personally. So, Shonda says, where's Kate? I know she's not dead. I know that much. Oh, Krista is Wednesday. Okay. I knew it was coming up. Knew it was coming up. So thank you, Krista. Mr. Bear says my favorite storyline was All My Children when Jenny, Jess, Greg, and Liza in the 80s. Okay. What's good, Mr. Bear? Thank you for joining. What's good, Richard? How are you doing tonight? Thank you for joining, Richard and Mr. Bear. Ron is in the chat. Ron says, did you see Preach to Me video by Eric Braden? Yes, I saw it. Well, here's the thing, Ron. I saw a little bit of it. I wanted to do my own video about that, so I didn't really watch it. But I know he made a video though. But that's the thing, Ron. Usually when I do a video about it and I see somebody else do the same video, I won't watch their video, you know? So here says I haven't seen no soaps there. Okay. General Hospital, B&B, because it's shorter, and Y&R. if if I can recommend it, if I can recommend a certain path to go. Shannon says, why Carter worried about Tom? Didn't he keep his job? Which, oh, excuse me, what show are you watching? Shannon says, I bet Cam won't snitch on Esme. I'm surprised Cam actually took Esme to that party. I was like, bro, what are you doing? Scare says last days was days good today. It was okay. It wasn't super great. Honesty, Shakira, it wasn't super great. I didn't want to do a review on it though. I didn't want to do a review on it. You know, well, I'll see. Oh, B&B, okay. Shakira says, where's Polka Dots and Alyssa? Yeah, I don't know. I guess sometimes there's some people that show up, and then when some people show up, other people don't show up. Like we actually had somebody new, a couple new people that showed up today. So they only showed. Sometimes we get our regular people, and sometimes we won't. Um, I'm trying it on StreamYard today. I want to see how it does with the whole battery thing. Here says, "Thank you, Albert." Last days. Yeah, yeah. Days last. Days wasn't bad. It wasn't terrible, but exactly. Now, where's Jonathan? That's the thing. So, here's the thing. Though. I feel like Jonathan, if he does show up, he's going to show up around 9 o'clock. Um, and I gotta sit there and think about what time I'm actually going to be on tonight because I do want to wake up early. I mean, I don't know. I want to wake up early because I want to go get my hair cut. I hated waking up super late today. Jonah says I'm sick of Spencer calling the baby his brother. His name is Ace. Yeah. Um, I woke up super late. I felt like I was poisoned. I woke up around like 11 something. I was like, I don't know what happened. Um, it's like I've done research before and haven't woken up that late, but then I woke up like twice. I had a nightmare, then I just had a bad dream, and it was just a mess. So I gotta wake up early tomorrow and do some videos on Twitch. Um, I can actually do all four of my reviews because I'm gonna sit there and try to do all four reviews tomorrow. Joshua's in the chat. What's good, Joshua? Thank you for joining tonight. Hope you had a great day. Mel says it's going to be not surprising with Sheila falling off the balcony with. Oh, is that because Mel, you saw I guess you must have saw a preview, right? And Blackman says, well, you're off this week, Albert, so I can see you waking up late. No, here's the thing, Blackman. That's true. That's true. I maybe I felt like I was really tired. That was really funny. Thank you, Gwen. Thank you. Yes. So I'm off this week, right? But I still want to be the so-called full-time YouTuber. Let's see. Let's see. Um, what's the like situation? Okay, we got 13 likes. We got 36 people in the chat. So if you are enjoying the stream, hit the like button. Thank you, Gwen. Um, it's one of those things where it's like I'm off work, right? So technically, I could sit there and sleep in, but also I'm like, well, I don't want to sleep too late. When you're trying to do all four reviews and you feel like the day is escaping from you, because in all reality, it's like I want to sleep in late, but I want to do YouTube. So it's like I still have to wake up early. I just don't have to wake up early to sit there and be, going to work and dealing with people that I don't feel like dealing with at work. So Mr. Bear Fact. Okay, hold on. Mr. Mr. Bear Facts. What's good, Mr. Bear? Did you change your name or something? Because I could have swore you're Mr. Bear. Was you in the live stream before? Because I could have swore I saw you before in the live stream. Where is my amigo Shuri at? That's a good question. Becky D is in the chat. What's good, Becky D? I saw her this week, so but it's only a half an hour in, so Ron says this plot with Sheila falling off. See, I didn't even know about this whole falling off the balcony thing, which you know what? Part of me wants to think, be like, well, now I'm spoiled, so that sucks. But it's okay. Sorry. There's a couple of things already so far I don't like about Mr. Oh, Black Cat. Okay. Couple of things so far I don't really like about StreamYard. I can't do any polls. That's number one. Number two, um, there's something else I don't like about StreamYard so far. Can't think of it though. I may not use it this week. Not that much. I may not use it this week. Becky D says, yes, no, Becky D. It's a good vacation. It's a good vacation. Woke up kind of late. I was kind of disappointed. I couldn't get my hair cut. I couldn't get through most of my reviews. So that sucked. But other than that, it's a really good vacation so far. You hear me? Um, Other than that, it's a good vacation. Now, how are you doing tonight, Becky D? You hear me? You know, Cat Lady, I don't remember if you actually. Oh, there we go. Polka dots. The one and only polka dots is in the chat. How is my favorite musician? That is the question. That should be the question of the night. How is my favorite musician? Becky D says, okay, you have tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, no, Becky D, I definitely am. Definitely am. You know, Becky D, it's one of those things where it's like, even when you're off and you're still doing like YouTube and stuff like that, and I really want to pursue this whole YouTube thing, it's like I still have to be up, but it's like I'm being up for something fun. Also, Twitch I'm doing now too. So I'm still looking forward to that complete song whenever that gets done. Polka dots. Now, Cat Lady, I don't remember if maybe you answered me before, but how is YouTube going, Cat Lady? Tamara's in the chat. Was good, Tamara? Deja Flow says Cam can be with another woman like Sasha or Maxie. Becky says, well, yeah, you should enjoy your vacation. Oh, I am. I am. I get to hang out with everyone here. I just bought my new speakers, new music coming to make you happy. Okay, good. Good, Polka Dots. I'm like I said, it's funny. Again, I always sit there and say, it was good, Tamara. It's funny because like you came on my live stream, but now I'm a super fan of you, Polka Dots. I'm a huge. I can't even sit there and say your music is really good. So that's just me fanboying. Now, Cat Lady says, going great. I got 24 subscribers. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. And I to tell you the truth, I'm glad that you're having a good time doing it. Because I feel like that's the best part. As long as you're having a good time, everything will come into place. Darby says, okay. Mr. Bear says, did they change the actress that played Esme? Nope. She's still the same. Mr. Bear. She is still the same actress. Ron says, so Albert, your voice still has not tried to use a different. So far, no, Ron. But here's the thing, Ron. I have my suspicions that it might be somebody else. Like Your voice may still be in the live stream, just under a different name. I hope that's not the case, but I guess time will tell. See, only 24 people actually watched my Days of Our Lives review. That's it. 24. I mean, I know I posted it late, but damn. Cat lady, I'm gonna sit there and get that wine tomorrow. Depending on how much it is. I don't think it should be super expensive, but I'm gonna get that tomorrow though. When I wake up early in the morning. Early in the morning. So also, I'm actually gonna be trying Twitch again. Twitch is gonna be something different. This is the reason why I didn't hook up StreamYard to Twitch, because I want Twitch to be something different. It's gonna be mostly like every other show except for soap operas and stuff like that. So and do reviews and talk about different things. So that's going to be exciting. I'm going to sit there and try that for like a couple of weeks. I'll try it for a little bit longer. Hopefully, I gain a following. We'll see. Ron says, and if she does use a different, and if she does use a different name, then what is your opinion? Because she can use a different screen name. Here's my thing. Here's my thing, Ron. The only reason why I actually banned your voice is because I didn't like the vibe that he was bringing to the live stream, you know, because it was just very argumentative. It wasn't anything like it wasn't racist. This person made sure that they didn't say anything racist. Um, I wasn't a fan of the arguing back and forth with, him and different people. So that's why I ultimately want to block you. But it seems like that person may be back, but they're not being super argumentative. So I'm like, as long as they're not being super argumentative, then all right, whatever. What's good, AJ? Thank you for joining. AJ, Shakira was there asking about you in the chat. So it's great to see you. How have you been? That's right. Let's everyone say what's up to AJ. So, another thing. What is going on? All right. I don't get this. I don't get this. I'm gonna, you know, what, I'm gonna wait for another 20 minutes because this is so weird. And you know what? I don't want to jinx anything, so I'm just gonna sit there and just chill out for another. What? No, 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 no. That can't be right. I feel like the minute I say something, that's when things are gonna change. That can't be right. Ron says, yes, I was listening to your voice and you did what you had to do because we all can agree and disagree, but an argument. Yes, exactly, Ron. Exactly. Have a good night, Krista. Thank you for joining. Oh, it's cat lady. It's the rest of this, which I'm gonna get the drink that you recommended tomorrow when I go to the wine store. Hopefully they have it. Hopefully they have it. Jason, what's good, Jason? Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I've been so busy lately. Um, but I will get to your email and I will sit there and hit you up. Now, AJ says, so you know that Cherie J is your voice now. I'm not entirely sure. I keep telling you guys. Well, here's the thing. Becky, you say you did agree. You had me laugh. Oh, thank you, Becky. Thank you. I appreciate that. Um, I'm not super sure if Cherie J is Travois, but so far I will sit there and say this much though: they haven't said anything that has crossed the line. Cherie J hasn't said anything that crossed the line. Has said anything racist or anything like that. So if that person starts up again, then I'll block them. That's all. All right, sounds good, Jason. All right, that sounds good. AJ said yeah because she's using her real name and she's acting all innocent. Hmm. She has the same writing patterns as your voice. You know, all right. Jason. No, it's his person named Travois. And they were being really argumentative in the chat a while back. I wound up blocking them, and suspected that they got a different name, but this person hasn't done anything yet. You know, when I asked this person why they don't like Trina, she says because of their personality. I'm like, okay, fine. It's one of those things. It's like I'm not gonna sit there and block somebody because you don't like a character. If it's not racist or anything like that, that's fine. If they keep harping on it, then that's a little bit different. You know, I thought about that a lot this weekend. I thought about that a little bit today. Because at the end of the day, I want it to be fun, you know? And I know that certain people can be very defensive when it comes to us talking about Trina. Okay, AJ, I get it. My whole thing is, again, I want it to be fun. If this person starts acting up in a way where it's not being fun, where it makes it very awkward and uncomfortable for people, then I'll delete them. Then I'll block them. That's all. But if they just sit there and say, I don't like Trina because of X, Y, and Z, um, Jason says, what's their ooh. I don't, Jason, let's not take it that far just yet. Let's not take it that far. But if this person acts up, then we can sit there and talk behind the scenes. I appreciate that, Jason. I do. But my whole thing is I want people to come in and have a great time, chill out, you know, not be on some real argumentative stuff. So if the person says they don't like Trina and they gave me a reason why, I thought it was stupid, but it was a reason. So I'm not going to sit there and block them. But thank you, Jason. I appreciate your support. And again, I'm sorry I didn't sit there and get back to you. Um, I will get back to you tonight, though. I will get back to you tonight. Now, Mr. Bear says, I believe I said that Trina also, and someone called me a colorist, and I didn't. Yeah, no, I remember that, Mr. Bear. I remember that, Mr. Bear. Um, and again, yeah, exactly, and that's another thing. Mr. Bear says something about Trina, right? Didn't say anything about color or anything like that, and somebody practically called Mr. Bear racist, and I'm like, but they didn't do anything that was racist. So it's just one of those things where it's like, you know, Nate said, "What's up? How were the subs say?" They were okay. Honestly, tell you the truth, I did enjoy YNR and I did enjoy GH and B&B. These was okay. Now, Joshua said, Ryan tests were mentioned during today's episode, but they weren't on screen. They are still in Poland. Oh my God, Joshua, that's what I'm saying. It sucks. It sucks. Like, these sounds good to me. Or it sounds good to me or Mel. Eh, there was some parts in it that was good, Gwen. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta give him that. All in all, it was good, though. It was good. Thank you, Jason. Thank you. Yeah, no, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, some people can be kind of too defensive when it comes to us Trina. Like, you can not like the character's personality or whatever, and it's fine. As long as they're not harping on it over and over and over again, I'm fine with it, you know? Next time that person comes back, they say something about Trina, I'm going to be like, hey, all right, cool, so just move on. And if they don't know how to follow the rules, then I'll sit there and, delete, block them. But if they're going to be chill and have a good time, then there's no reason to block them, you know? So that's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. Thank you, Jason. It's one of those things where it's like I'm still learning this whole streaming thing, you know. And when is the time to boot people? When is the time not to? Yes, just yes. I've been saying that for a hot minute. Now, AJ said it's crazy, however, because I think you missed the part that. Yeah, I didn't say that, AJ. I didn't have receipts. Okay. Well, AJ, I will sit there and say this. Okay. So it's just so this way we can sit there and kind of put this whole thing to bed. If sure, it might have. Yes, Nate. Thank you. That's what I said. I was like, she's not really needed. Jason says, I love the passion for the series that person has, but you don't have to elaborate by constantly. Exactly, Jason. But yeah, AJ, just to answer that though, just to answer that question about your voice and receipts and stuff like that. Um, if they do anything that's out of line, as far as being racist or something like that, then yeah, I'm gonna sit there and kick them out the chat. But if they're just gonna sit there and be chill, then there's no point in kicking them out the chat. I get that this. Have a good night, Gwen. Thank you for joining. I get that this person doesn't like. Here's the thing. I'm gonna sit there and say this once. I get that Travois or Cherie J or whoever they don't like Trina. I'm not gonna kick them out because they don't like Trina. I'm gonna kick them out because they are arguing. They are arguing with people like no tomorrow for no reason. They're causing a ruckus. They're bringing down the vibe, or they say something racist. But those are the only reasons why I'm going to kick them. Okay. What I'm saying is, if they're if they're not going to be argumentative and they're not going to be racist and they're not, what's good, Cherie? It's funny too. A lot of people are asking about you tonight, so thank you for joining. Thank you, Gwen. Thank you. Have a great night, Gwen. Yes, hit the like button. It really does help. Um, if they're not going to be argumentative, and they're not exactly, if they're not going to be argumentative, they're not going to be racist, then I'm not going to kick them out. If they're going to sit there and chill and behave and have a good time, then I'm going to let it go. But if they continue acting the way they're acting, then I'll kick them out. All right? I feel like that's fair. Uh, how you doing, Cherie? Thank you for joining us. Yeah, no, Ron, I totally get that. I totally get that. Shakira says, no, I did see Cherie. Okay, good. Yeah, because AJ said, Albert is your channel, so I will show respect for you. But if she was on my channel and if I see the same writing patterns at your voice, and I will block her. I get it. I get it, AJ. I'm just, here's the thing. I'm trying to be as fair as possible, because it's the same thing. Oh, okay, yeah. Joshua, what you call it? Cat lady was sent to tell me about it. Yeah, cat lady was telling me about it. Yeah, Daisy Fly, and that's the thing, Daisy Fly. I think that's a fair, um, criticism, you know? And that's the thing. Daisy Fly just had a criticism about Trina. I'm not going to sit there and block Daisy Flower because she said something about Trina, you know? So it's one of those things where it's like, let's just see how it plays out, you know? And AJ, of course, last time, yeah, no, I get that, AJ. And the last time what it really came down to was that this person was arguing with you back and forth. And I didn't like that, so I wound up blocking the person. But if it's not gonna be like that moving forward and everyone can have a good time, then I get that, AJ. I do. I get that. I respect that. I'm just glad you're able to understand where I'm coming from. Ron says Phoenix even said that Cardi B used to be talking with everyone and she was arguing with a 15-year-old. She didn't know. Oh, wow. Well, uh, yeah, right, but that's the thing, right? That's the thing. It's one of those things where it's like you come on to sit there and do it to have fun. You don't come on to sit there and argue with people. We can have a nice and healthy debate about stuff, but you know, arguing, nah. Well, AJ, when she does, and I'll block the person. Um, where are we at? All right. uh, hey, does anyone actually want to hear a joke that's not really a joke? That shouldn't be a joke. Or anyone want to hear something that's kind of funny, but it's not really funny? Mr. Bear says if they're going to get mad, it should be directed at the writers and directors. Yeah. Monique is in the chat. Last day says I try my best to respect everyone's opinion on here. I don't ever want to disrespect anyone. Yeah. No, I appreciate that last day. I do. Anyone want to hear a joke though? So we're almost into an hour. We're almost an hour into the stream, right? So almost an hour into the stream. And I still have pretty good battery life left. Now tomorrow I'm gonna try to go for 2 hours, right? Try to go for 2 hours. I feel like for some odd reason, and I don't know why, but for some odd reason, my battery life is a lot longer on StreamYard than it is on if I just go through YouTube. I don't know why. I don't understand why. It's kind of annoying me because I generally love going. Of course, AJ. I generally love going through YouTube more than I love going through StreamYard because of all the BS that I have to sit there. Mel says, I'm sorry about that. I was feeling like I was now one of your favorites on here, but I said, no, here's the thing about it's okay. It is okay. Here's the thing about I never want you to feel upset. Becky says, "Don't." I I know Becky. I was trying for a very long time not to, but I kind of want to celebrate it a little bit. But no, I never want you to feel any sort of way. You know, one thing I love about doing these live streams that I try to set myself apart from other people that do these live streams is that I want to make sure everyone feel included. Everyone feels inclusive in these live streams. I want to make you feel like you're a part of these live streams. Well, a lot of times I have 30, 40, 50 something people, and I just can't get to every single person. Um, and so I want you to understand just because I may not get to your comment right away doesn't mean I don't acknowledge you. I don't see you. You know, I love the fact that you're on edge. You always bring a very positive energy to the live stream, and it definitely always helps and elevates the mood. So, Nikki said, just getting back that I missed the fun. uh, almost actually spilled this drink on my shirt. I would have been pissed off about that. Blackman says that I do feel important in these chats. My voice is always heard. Yeah, no, Becky D. I mean, yeah, Blackman, yeah. I'm sorry, I was looking at Becky D at the time. But yeah, Blackman, your voice is important, and I want everyone to feel like they're heard. Oh yeah, Tracy, no, that was a joke. The joke was that for some odd reason my battery seems like it lasts a little bit longer on StreamYard than it does on if I just go through YouTube. So that's fun. And Monique, how you doing tonight, Monique? So crazy. So crazy. Nikisha, why they can't invite Asme to the party? Nikisha, the only thing I could sit there and say was to keep an eye on Asme. That's the only thing I could sit there and say. Now Tracy says, are you using camera on your phone? No, Tracy, I'm using my laptop. I'm using my laptop. Even when I go through regular YouTube, I use my laptop. So I'm just, I'm surprised. I'm genuinely surprised. Gloria's in the chat. Gloria, there's no need to be sorry. I'm happy whenever you're here. So thank you for joining, Gloria. He said he could send a group text and warn everyone at least. Yeah, he could have. Yeah. Keisha is absolutely right about that. But yeah, and I think that's just so. A couple of things is just really annoying about going to Streamyard is that I can't do any of my polls. I can't do not one of my polls. That's number one. Number two, I have to sit there and monetize this video afterwards. I can't do it like I normally do when I go through YouTube. So that's also annoying. That's number two. Can't really think about a third one yet. Thank you, Jason. Thank you. Yes. 40, 43 people in the chat. I don't know how many likes because I'm on StreamYard. There's another thing that's so annoying. I can't even see my damn likes because I'm on StreamYard. Skinner's in the chat. Was good, Skinner? 25 likes. So if you are enjoying the stream, hit the like button. It really does help. It actually generally does help. I'm not just saying that just to say that. But yes. Okay, yeah, that's the third one. I can't even sit there and see how many likes I have. One says I would have seen the look on Josh's face when Cam showed up, but Esme didn't get a chance to watch. Oh, you didn't watch it yet, Monique? Brian says, I'm happy that Esme doesn't trust anyone. Well, yeah, she can't trust anyone. She can't, and I understand where she's coming from to some extent. Also, I can't do members live only when I go to StreamYard. It's like it's very limited in that capacity. So yeah, that's number 4. But I can actually have somewhat I can actually have longer live streams, so that's cool. Also, I have no idea. Laura said that was an introduction for me. I didn't see it. Oh, Laura, okay, you didn't. Okay, I was wondering if it did interrupt it for some people though. And Monique says I'm normally at work when she is on, so I just read the recaps. Oh, okay. Also, I got a new battery. I finally got a new battery this weekend. Well, I had the battery for a while. I just didn't get a chance to install it into this weekend. So finally did that, and that was kind of a pain, but it got done. So that's cool. I don't know. I feel like, yeah, Becky D. I finally got it done. I went to my uncle's house. He took care of it. I did try, but it was like 3 schools that I couldn't get done, and he had an actual tool set. So, but we got it taken care of. So that's awesome. I feel like maybe on my long days, like on my days when I don't actually have to wake up so early, I can sit there and use StreamYard to stream and stuff like that because I can actually go longer on StreamYard than I can going through regular YouTube. I just can't do any of the other things that I normally can do. So, you know, there's that. Ron says, so Albert, Nate has 3-1. Yeah, I remember you said that. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to hit you back up. Yeah. Yeah, he does. I mean, he's good looking and he has a good job. So, yeah, I ain't mad at him. I ain't mad at him, Ron. AJ says I was tripping off of Cam, bring Esme to the party. Like, yeah, well, AJ, I'm sitting there thinking that Cam wanted to keep an eye on Esme. See how Esme almost tried to leave town with $100-something. Um, I feel like that might have been it. Oh no, AJ, I don't. They're not gonna. No, AJ, they're not shipping Cam with anyone. Cam is leaving the actor's leaving the show. Cam is leaving. There's no shipping anything. Monique says at work today we had the big guys come in, aka corporate. My GM said, "Wear your name tag." I said, "I know who I am." Yeah, Monique. I used to have the same thing. I used to have the same thing when I used to work at a bookstore. Um, And I'm not gonna lie, Monique, I don't even understand that. So they tell you to sit there and wear your name tag and do this and do that and all this other stuff. So when the GMs aren't there, you can just pretty much do whatever you want. Is that the type of standard that they? I never understood that. I never understood that. AJ said, "Okay, I have a good Albert, but then together would been a disaster." Yeah, AJ, no, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. Yeah, Cameron, we're still having fun here. We're still having. Hmm. You know, I gotta see how it all works though, because certain things I don't know. Like I don't know if super chats work on here. I don't know if gifted memberships work on here. There's a lot of things I don't know if it works from one to the other. So um, that also going to sit there and determine if I actually use StreamYard if I'm just using um, going through YouTube. Cat Lady says Esme still has another year and a half of her contract, so Esme will be. Well, yeah, I mean, Cat Lady. I mean, they can always sit there and yeah. Oh, okay. She has another 4 years. It's so annoying. Ron says why some people can leave Esme alone. Why some people can leave Esme alone. She is not interesting in anyone right now. Only thing that matters is focus on her job. DC is in the chat. DC says Sabra is not liking StreamYard Live is giving divine. Not liking. Yeah, DC. I mean, there are certain things that just doesn't work. I don't know if super chats work, but the things that don't work are the things that are a problem. See, that's something else I wanted to do today was hit up DC. Jesus Christ. Everyone, DC is in the chat. Let's everyone say what's up to DC. See, this is what happens when we wake up at. This is what happens when you wake up at 11:45. I mean, I'm sorry, yeah, 11:45 in the morning, which is practically the afternoon. Now, DC says honestly, now that I think of it, Devon and Albert are kind of similar. See, I'm gonna take that as a compliment because I actually do like, I do like Devon, and I do got to hit you up because well, I didn't do anything that I actually wanted to do today, so that was fun. I didn't get a haircut today. I didn't review some soap opera. Well, I didn't review Y&R today. When it says Albert Shireen changed did a video on active. Yeah, I know, Ron. Well, I saw he did a video on that. I didn't actually watch the whole thing because I did my video. So, but I've heard him. Well, here's the thing, Ron. It wasn't particularly on him. It was on everyone, and they talked about him. I think it was a coming and going thing. And then DC says, I always feel like once you wake up at past 10, it's like the day is almost over. Yeah. DC, I'm starting to get that. I'm starting to get that feel. I'm starting to get that feel. Here's a couple of videos I want to do on Twitch. I didn't get a chance to do that. Um, so tomorrow I'm actually going to sit there and try to wake up at 8, which is going to be like 7:50 because it's going to take me a few minutes to wake up at 8. But Shakira says I love to sleep. Here's the thing. I love to sleep also, but I feel like for YouTube it's like I guess it's different. Becky D says Albert life is happier if you can focus on what you did accomplish today. It's not like you got no. That's true, Becky D. Thank you, and thank you for just keeping me that, and you know, remind me to keep that in perspective. I don't know, DC. It's like again, I feel like I got poisoned or something. Um, but Becky D's right though. Becky D's right. I didn't actually enjoy the day, and I did get a chance to do some of my reviews and a live stream. So it wasn't a total waste. I want to do better tomorrow. I think that's what it comes down to. So thank you, Becky D. But I don't know why I woke up so late, DC. I did do some research, but it really didn't explain why I actually slept that late. And just says I love to sleep too, and I thought I would have that, and I thought I would like being remote, but I don't. Oh, Ron says yes, it was a coming good. Yeah, like he was talking about. Yeah, no, Ron, I saw that part. I saw that part. I wanted doing a video on that on Ango. DC says like Sunday I woke up around 12 and really just stayed in bed and watched reels of. See, DC, this is why we gotta sit there and do another live stream together this week. Monique says if I gotta be up at 2, I'll wake up at 1, leave the house 1:15, even though I'm like 5 minutes away. I said I can lie until no, I get that. Here's the thing, Monique. I will do that when I go to work. Maybe Becky D, maybe. I don't know. But I do that though too, Monique, to some extent. Like if I gotta be at work at 8:15, I will leave my house at 7. And I'll get there like a half an hour this way. I can enjoy my latte. Because here's the thing, I don't like running late. I don't like that panic feeling. And I like to usually have some a latte and chill and stuff like that. What's good, Hippie? Thank you for joining. Okay, Hippie, I'm glad you was able to listen in. Valerie's in the chat. Valerie says every chat was a yeah. Valerie, yeah, he was. But the thing is, Valerie, that's not why. That's not why. Okay, that's not why they fired him, and he knows that's not why they fired him. They fired him because he didn't take the vax, which is fine. But he's only saying that to strengthen his case. Okay, here's something else I'm not really feeling. DC says, I woke up at 4 a.m. this morning and legit it felt like life changing. Wait, DC, you actually stayed up since 4 o'clock? I mean, I woke up at 3 and then I woke up at 5. And Sheree says, y'all still go? Yeah, Sheree. I know. Trust me, Sheree. I know. Um, yep, still going. AJ said, yeah, yes, he was, but it wasn't the reason he didn't want to get vax. That's why he got exactly AJ. And that's the thing. He's only saying that to strengthen his case. DC says he actually feel tired now. Okay. Well, I mean, it makes sense. You've been up since 4 o'clock in the morning. Now Valley said, yeah, I was aware. And that's why exactly, Valley, and that's why they fired him. I don't agree, but that's why they fired him. He's only saying that he got fired because of his political views to strengthen his case, which is like terrible. Thank you, Becky D. Thank you. Yes, hit the like button. Hit the like button. It really does help. It really does help. Thank you. Thank you, Becky D. This is Albert. You seem like you need a Wendy Shen. How does Boston and Roberts not have an IT department handle his? Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I have to switch it up between the two between the two ways of going on YouTube. But here's the thing though also, DC. So right now I'm on YouTube. But I'm also on Facebook. Seriously? I'm also on Facebook, and I'm also. AJ says, "Yeah, wait, I would say to each his own." AJ, but I'm also on Facebook, and I'm also on Twitter too. Do I actually have two people that's watching me on Twitter right now? Hmm. But you know about that though, right, DC? That you can stream on YouTube, and you can also stream on Twitter and stuff like that. Now Monique says, "Be right back and check if Sabrina Face Live is on." Now, Big Samuel's in the chat. What's good, Samuel? AJ said because of the lawsuit against ABC Ingle isn't coming back. Yeah, he's not. Or if he does, that'd be really surprising. What's good, Sam? Oh, we're talking about Maxie Jones if she's needed or not. Yeah, DC. I was about to say, did you know that they can do that though? I said waste of time because Kimberly Brown isn't going anywhere. Oh, okay, that's right. The one and only Samuel is in the chat. Oh, DC, you didn't know? Okay, yeah, no, I didn't know that though. I didn't know that. Oh, actually, tell you the truth, I can stream on Twitch also. But I didn't know that though. Vicky says I like Maxine even though she is terribly nosy. Okay. Okay. All right. Samuel says Maxie is needed. She is legacy, but they aren't playing her right. She's just talked to them. Of course, Cat Lady, because Cat Lady Cat Lady loves to have as many characters on the show as possible. Just says I'm surprised. So many people like Maxie. AJ says Maxie is needed, but she needs a better storyline. Yeah, that's true. No, I know what you meant, Jess. I mean, I get both sides. Um, DC says you think after the piece August storyline, Maxie character will evolve, but she's still playing those old fashionista assistant things. That's the thing, Samuel. I'm like, she's not doing anything. Maxie's on the back burner, but Maxie is on the back burner, but she is needed. No, no, AJ, and that's the thing. You know, I feel like they can sit there and pull the days of our lives throughout. I don't hate her, but she's not interesting. I wouldn't care if she exists or not. Um, I wish they would sit there and rotate her out. I wish they would rotate people in and out like they do on Days of Our Lives. Because that would be so much more better if they did that. And now they just have Maxie running around being like, "Are you going to be on Nurse Ball? Are you going to be on Nurse Ball? Are you going to be on Nurse Ball? Are you going to be on Nurse Ball?" It's like, come on, sis, really? Now, Sammy said Maxie ain't even a fashionista anymore. She's wearing them. Just woke up to pick up my. uh, Sammy, your humor was definitely missed in this chat. Yeah, Jess, but here's the thing, Jess. Um, Maxie has a different body type, And I just don't know if she actually really is trying to look all cute anymore. That's the thing. Yeah. Because Jess and Samuel's like, she doesn't even look like she's styling anymore. Jesus. Yeah, she has a different body type now. I no. I said a different body type. Okay, I just said a different body type. I'm not snitching trying to get canceled up in here. Do you see? No, that was no. I was trying to be nice. Sheree says, "Do you think that it's about her size, storyline, and clothes?" No. Sheree, I'm talking about as far as how she dressed. Because people sitting there saying she's not the fashionista anymore. Like she used to be. Yeah, but hey, listen, Jess, I ain't mad about that. Okay. Oh, we got a new person. Elizabeth's in the chat. Elizabeth said, Maxie had brain surgery. If you heard her story or state of mind, you would understand. Well, I mean, yeah, Elizabeth. I mean, I wasn't meant to say anything bad about her. I just, by the way, thank you for joining, Elizabeth. I wasn't saying anything bad about her. I was just meant to saying that she's have a different body type. That's all. And I'll actually tell you, Elizabeth, the fact that she had brain surgery and she's still in the show, I give her hella credit. Very true, Samuel. Very true. Very true. Like I said, I ain't listen. I still think that Maxie look good. Okay, all right, Elizabeth. Well, also thank you for joining tonight. I always love seeing new people in the chat. This is why I always say hit the like button because it really does help. Let me read what Joshua says. Even though I don't like GH, I think Maxie is a good character. I do think she needs a new boyfriend because she had bad luck with Spinelli and then Nathan dying. She needs a new boyfriend ASAP. AJ says ship her with Curtis. Okay, so I actually got very curious if the 11 people that are watching me. Well, you know what? I'm gonna keep it going. Now, Elizabeth said I just never comment, but I actually. Okay. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you so much. Yeah, I don't understand the whole Max and Curtis thing, but I'm like, okay, all right, yeah, we got 30. Okay, cool. So we got some pretty good decent likes. Okay, and also thank you everyone for hitting the like button. Thank you for hitting the like button. It really does actually help. Maxie could be the one to expose Gladys. That'd be interesting. Maxie is too dizzy. I feel. Oh, gee. See, I'm sitting there trying not to get canceled. You got DC just talking all sorts of crazy about Maxie Jones. Darby says last day. Okay, I was looking at something. Hmm. Very, 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 very interesting. Hmm, I don't know. I just don't know. Now, Daisy Flaw says Maxie was the one holding Crimson down when Nina flaked. That's very true. That is very true, Daisy Flower. But I felt like here's the thing. I also felt like that's when they appreciated Maxie a lot more. Now, Sammy says there's nothing wrong with being plus size. Jesus. Samuel says there's nothing wrong being plus size. If being a fashionista is a fashionista, whether you skinny or plus size, a lot of skinny people can't dress either. If we're going to talk about it, Samuel, where have you been? It is good to see you in the chat. Now, DC said Curtis likes him a mature woman. Like I could see Curtis with a woman like Brenda, but not Maxie. Maxie would feel like a little kid. That's also, yeah. But also, DC, there's that just that Curtis can be. I feel like Curtis may be the next subject of a topic that we're going to talk about, but um, plus the age difference between Maxie and Curtis is just okay. Well, you get what I'm saying. Brenda and Curtis. I'm wondering. That's a really cool question. I wonder what is Vanessa actually doing. I wonder what is Vanessa doing. What the hell is she doing? So annoying. Oh, okay, hold on. Ron says Phoenix said in his video that the actress playing Phyllis did a cameo video on her character faking her death to frame that. Yeah, I do remember that, Ron. I do remember that. I wonder if that's actually going to come to pass. Sherry says, I don't need Brenda back. I was wondering about that. But I feel like that's a future video though. That's a future video. DC says like Curtis needs him a woman with fire like Sasha, Portia, Brenda. Women like that, everyone else would feel too young. Yeah, I mean, also again, Maxie and Curtis. Curtis is like 50 something years old, or mid 50s. I was sit there and saying, Daisy Flaw says Brenda is not mature enough for Cam. Yeah, that's one reason. Daisy Flaw says I want to see Cody at the nurse's ball. He may redeem himself at the wall. Randall was definitely some competition through ladies. Am I wrong? AJ says Curtis and Portia have no chemistry, so that's a no. As far as Sasha may be, and Brenda would be a good choice. Exactly, Jess. I was like Brenda and Cam. Like Cam is a baby. And when I read that, I was like, okay, I don't know about all that. DC says plus Curtis is a quiet guy and in every relationship, quiet guy boy ends up dating someone who's spicy. Ellie says Brenda and Christina. Yeah, I was a little confused about that too, Jess. Simon says Curtis ain't even got a good character relationship with that club He's running from that too because he missed. I love it. DC says Brenda and Cameron would actually be kind of hot. Ham is I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm just not even gonna say anything about that. Just not. Well, that ends that. DC says Cam is like 24. Yeah, Jess, that's what I was like. I'm not even gonna. DC Cam is not 24. Cam. Here's the thing. Even if Cam was like 24, Cam looked like he's 19 or 18. Cam and Brenda. How about him? I don't even want to sit there and say that. No, DC. You know what it is? You know what it is, DC? You know what it is, DC, though? Morgan actually does look older. Here's the thing: Morgan looks older than Cam. That's number one. Morgan looks way older than Cam, so we can't even put Cam and Morgan in the same boat. And Brenda, Brenda looks a lot older than Ava. Okay, Brenda actually does to some extent look a little bit older than Ava. So I don't know. I'm just not gonna go there. Yeah. Daisy Flower says I was talking about Brenda's maturity. Aaron says I was hoping when Sheila falls off the balcony. Well, I don't know. I didn't say it yet. So, yeah, that she's. I don't know, Ron. I don't understand what this whole. You want Sheila to be pregnant for some odd reason, but the chick is like 60 something years old. If you said okay, I will get my mind out to got it. Yeah, I don't. It just it. It is. It looks like jailbait. It looks like jailbait. Now, Sammy says, why are we talking about Brenda? She ain't even coming. That's another thing I did not like about StreamYard. It's like I'm reading the comment and just these voices I was saying Cam is more mature than Brenda. No, I get that. Now DC says so basically he looks old okay. It's giving double standards, it's giving Carly mad. Nina keeps Sunny away from her, yet she was still keeping people what? Alright, sounds good, Shakira. Um DC, I don't. Okay, I'm gonna try to read that sentence one more time to see if that made sense. Because okay, so DC says so basically he looks older. It's okay, huh? It's giving double standards. It's giving Carly mad. Nina kept Sunny away from her, yet she was still keeping kids from them. That's what it's giving. Okay, I'm just gonna start off by saying that that sentence made absolutely no sense whatsoever. I don't know. Does anyone in the chat? Where the hell's? Okay, okay, okay. Jesus. Okay. DC says because at the end of the day, Nina was mature enough to call Carly to tell her. And DC, what does that have to do with? What does that have to do with the sentence that you set up there? And what does that have to? DC says, "It's my birthday." Okay. DC says, "I'm saying that you said it was okay for Morgan because he looks older." DC, we're gonna have to do a live stream this week because I'm gonna be honest. What you're saying so far, you're my guy and everything like that, but you're not making any sense whatsoever. Those two, what you're saying is it's like you're trying to mix water with oil, and I'm looking at my drink because I'm like, I don't really understand what one had to do with the other. So I'm just like, unless you're drinking, I don't know about it. Yeah, yeah, I was gonna say DC because I was like, unless you're drinking and I don't know about that, not making a lot of sense, bro. Not making a lot of sense. Okay, so DC says I'm basically saying it's a hypocrite to say it was. Yeah, but also DC, we don't even know how old Morgan was when he was dating. When DC when Morgan was dating um Ava, he looked a little bit older. We don't know exactly how old he was. Yeah, no, we you gotta hop on this week because exactly, just that's what I'm. I'm like DC, you're not really making a lot of sense, bro. You're not, you're not making a lot of sense. Just so was he not younger than Morgan too? He was older than Morgan. I mean, Morgan was older than him, so I don't understand what DC is actually saying. Um, but then again, you know what? I'm just gonna sit there and say that DC might actually had a couple of drinks, okay, and he's not really thinking too straight, so he's just kind of typing, and it happens. I get it. It's no big deal. We gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about when you see him in a live stream. Yeah, Barry. I'm trying. Yeah, I don't really know. No, unless I'm the drunk one. Unless I'm the drunk one. Maybe I'm the drunk one, and I'm not seeing it, but maybe everyone else is seeing it. Shakira say, whereas Kyrie's. Oh, he's probably going to be on the weekends because he got some stuff going on now. And Monique said, yeah, where's Kyrie's? Missed him in the chat. Yeah, Monique, I think he said he was going to be in the chat in the weekends. Well, at least this weekend for the members only. We got yeah. Ron says, Albert, the reason why I'm saying that the writer should give Sheila a baby because I want to see everyone's reaction, especially Fan and Lee. Okay, all right. So you want to see it for a shock value? Okay, all right. I get it. DC says, but any. See, this is why I rock with DC. Even though I felt like he was drunk earlier because of his explanation that made zero sense, that was funny. I like that. Olivia said Ava knows how to play it off as a cougar. It's true. Actually, DC is kind of funny, but my battery is actually still pretty good. Like it's surprisingly still pretty good. I don't I don't know. Sammy says Sheila already has a plethora of children. She ain't even talking about. She got Ryden and Daisy. Deja Flo says Cam should be on. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, technically Spencer should be older than Josh. Have a good night, DC. Thank you for joining. Um, yeah, no, I agree, Digiflower. Cam should be a lot. Cam should be older than Josh. If we're really snip there looking at this whole thing, he should be way older than Josh. Way older than Josh. So it's not really making a lot of sense. It's not adding up. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. I don't know. Danny Bear, the one and only beautiful, amazing Danny Bear is in the chat. You know, it's funny. I was actually thinking about you. And I mean that in the most non-creepiest way possible. Monique says good night. Monique says good night. DC I can't wait for you and Brock and Albert. Yeah, Monique, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Yes, the one and only amazing Danny Bear is in the chat. So let's everyone say what's up to Danny Bear, 87. How have you been doing? So crazy. It's so crazy. Thank you for jumping on the live. It's I was thinking about you this week because I was like, I haven't done like a live stream with in a hot minute. Danny Bear 87. So we definitely have to sit there and link up. We definitely have to link up. I'm glad you're doing good, Danny Bear. What do you think of the soap so far? What do you think of the soap so far? I don't think you're watching. I don't know if you're watching YNR, but I know you're watching the other ones though. That's right. Danny Bear's in the chat. Let's give this very lovely woman her flowers. Yes, we don't. No, we are. We are. Ariana says, "I'm still here. What you got?" Ariana, I'm actually still here. I'm glad you are still here. But I'm also still here, which is still odd to me. I'm glad you're still rocking with us. Hippie says, "I would love to see Bo and Hope together again. They always have been my favorite couple, next to Kayla and Steve." Danny Bear's loving the shows. I haven't watched Wine on forever. JD Flaw says Sheila needs no kids. Yeah, I think it's just there's a reason why Ron wants her to have a child, and I get it. But Danny Bear is it's YNR is actually a tough sell. It's a really tough sell. I get it. It took me a while to get because I jumped in there, jumped out, and I jumped in there, jumped out, and so I get it. Ryan says, Albert, I'm just saying if Sheila does, no. Ryan, I get it. I get it. I get the twist that I get your concept. Monique says, I think Cam was born in 2003, I believe. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, yeah, he definitely should be older there. He should almost be around Michael's age, to be honest. Samuel says, I don't even watch B&B anymore with Logic anymore. I watch it like a cartoon. I know. Well, yeah, exactly, Sam. That's how I look at it as well. Yeah, no, exactly. Samuel and Danny Bear. I always sit there and look at B&B, and I say it is my favorite. It is my favorite. It's my favorite comedy. It's my favorite comedy. Point blank. Period. Because I know not to sit there and take it seriously. I do. I know not to take it seriously. That's right. I know not to take it seriously. Still so mad I'm out. Um, It's so weird. Deja Flower says if Sheila was 50 maybe, but 60 is the only baby cat. Yeah, I Jesus. I know. I know Daisy Flower, trust me. I I'm trying to understand where Rod is coming from, but yes. Sammy says B&B is my favorite anything. I only watch it because I happen for why not. Oh no, I get it. I get it, Sammy. I just you know what it is? I have a different way of looking at it. So hmm, I have a different way of looking at it. I think that's what it really comes down to. Darby says Spinelli is older than Michael, and Michael is older than Cam, and Spencer. Yeah, no, Darby, I get it. The age is all wackadoodle. Okay, trust me, I get it. They don't really try to follow. They don't really follow so much as continuity, as much as what works and what doesn't. What works for the storyline. Because I mean, let's be honest, they aged up Michael. They aged up Michael, and eventually they aged up Jocelyn. She says Morgan, Molly got into stuff together. Yeah, it's crazy though. It's crazy. When Melanie Thompson Scott said that um, a soap opera is the only show you can really watch a character really grow and age with. You grow with those characters, you age with those characters, you watch those characters age and progress and go through all these different ups and downs in their fictional lives. And you grow, you know what I'm saying? Like you're a part of their journey, and that's something that a lot of other genres just don't do. So I can respect the soap opera genre. Major Flow says B&B, CBS owns the Sister Wives and Big Brother. Oh. It says B&B only makes it because majority of it was on our fans, and they got lucky by airing in other countries more than any other U.S. soap. Yes, that's very true, Samuel. No, I'm not gonna lie. I wish you also did do soap opera reviews because honestly, tell you the truth, Samuel, I feel like you would kill it. I feel like you would kill it if you did soap opera reviews. Hell, actually, tell you the truth, you'd be better than me. Alice says, Albert, what is the obsession with Sheila having a baby? That's crazy. Not gonna happen. Oh no, no, I get it. It's a Ron thing. Samuel says, Days is getting on my nerves today. Samuel, why is Days getting on your nerves today? And also, I think you should do reviews if you would ever want to do it. I think you'd be really good at it. Monique says I'm doing good chatting with these other people. Okay. Keith from Puzzlement. Everybody says I'm sorry, but you two are exhausting with your Thomas hate. Um, we're gonna have to test out a theory tomorrow. Oh, Danny B said I just finished watching Days. Oh, okay. Oh. Well, I say wow, like I'm surprised, but I was off all day. Hell, actually, tell you the truth, I'm off all week. Yeah, it's a little bit different for me. But Danny B, I hope you had a good day though so far. I. 'Far. 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 'F Adventures on Days is getting old. I'm tired of watching John and Steve old as save the damn world. I don't know. I don't understand. I love it. Maybe because I wasn't around the first time to watch that stuff. So for me, it's very new. All these geriatrics. See, Sarah, that's why I feel like you would be perfect. Um, I also feel like you would probably get a lot of smoke though, but I think you would actually do pretty great, Samuel. Just saying. Like, there's a couple of people I feel like that would be doing really good if they did soap opera reviews, like you, Samuel, and Keisha. A couple other people. So, have a good night, Shakira. Thank you for joining. Seriously, I'm really out. Emma says they're too old for that. What's your theory on? Cherie says, "What theory do you want to test tomorrow?" Sherry, I think sometime throughout the week, I'm going to try to use YouTube and see if I can last that long. See if I can last this long without the battery just kind of going downhill. Because I don't understand why it always goes so low when I'm on YouTube, but I'm on here and it's fine. Like this weekend, my battery almost made it up to 2 hours. Right now, my battery is fine for the most part, and I'm up to 2 hours. I'm damn near up to 2 hours. I feel like I can go up to 3 hours, and it's so annoying that I can't do that when I'm on YouTube. But I'm able to like I don't. Yeah, ain't no way. You're gonna have Brenda, who is like 54 years old. Um, these plus said John better be careful. He might break it. Ain't no way you're gonna have Brenda go out with Cam. Like that just looks like jailbait right there. What the hell is she doing anyway? When was the last thing that she did? Because she hasn't done movies in a while. Okay, she hasn't really done TV shows in a while either. The last thing that she was doing was a movie on Lifetime, which is Have a Good Night, Have a Good Night on Last Day, was My Stepfather's Secret. Jesus, okay. I don't know how that chick actually makes money at this point. I really don't. I mean, granted, it's not like she was making that much money on the soap opera, but still. Danny Bear says Cam should get with an older, mature woman. Yeah, but how mature though? Because here's the thing, Danny Bear. People listening to this saying that Cam should hook up with Brenda. Brenda Barrett, 54-year-old Brenda Barrett. Have a good night. Last day. Simon says I like the devil possession storyline should have been done with Sierra Bell. It should not have been Marlena or Johnny. Hmm. Bobby says why is great. Are you high? Becky D says why I can't just let Cam go get himself an education and live a good life. She says, who I thought it might be days if Nicole and Tripp hooked up. But and Tripp, okay. Hmm. I would actually be okay with that. I would actually be okay with that. Catley says, now y'all know Cam is too young. Well, yeah, to be with Brenda Barrett and Bang a Buffet. See, Danny Bear, this is why we got to do another collab because I just, yeah, I love your energy. It's a bag of oppressor. Wow. Sammy says Johnny and Nicole need to hook up. Sammy says Johnny and Nicole needs to hook up. Oh, nah, bro. Samuel, yo, she said, yo, my dude Johnny said that Nicole used to sit there and read him bedtime stories. Okay, that was like a mother figure right there. That's gross. Jonathan, what is good, Jonathan? You know, it's funny that. Okay, all right, Danny Bear. Wow, okay, we getting spicy tonight. Jonathan, it's funny too. We were asking about you in the chat. Dave said, I'm back. How was the episode, GH? I did not see it. It was good. It was good. Monique says, Nick is robbing Sally stomach while Adam was watching. Oh, that's tomorrow's episode. Okay. No, to Johnny and Nicole. Exactly. That's what I was like. Yeah, it's okay. All right, Samuel. To each his own. I will respectfully agree to disagree on that one. Obviously, almost was forced there with Ari Thomas for them to realize how valuable he is to be that busy. Well, Thomas came back to sit there and make Hope clothes look good again. So Johnson says, have you ever noticed how the female days villains seem to have some motivation to get? Yeah, Jonathan, and I'm not gonna lie, I feel like that's what usually brings their characters down to a screeching halt. You know, like Megan. Megan is really smart, right? But yet she doesn't have a bunch of goons. And honestly, told you her plan is to sit there and get Bo to fall in love with her. Really, Boo? Really? Like Megan could be a really good character, but it's like you bring in that love stuff with Bo, that high school girl crush crap. It's like what? Now Danny Bear said, do they know who Sally baby daddy? Yeah, Danny Bear. It's Adams. Wow, it has been a hot minute, Danny Bear. Yeah, they talked about that a while ago. Sammy says sometimes I feel like y'all don't want a soap opera because y'all are busy focusing on stepmama and stepfather, y'all. And soap operas, that's how drama starts. I mean, I get that. I just, like I said, I gotta agree to disagree because I just feel like that's kind of gross. Just throwing it out there. Oh, I mean, no. Here's the thing, Sam. I can appreciate the super drama that would come from it. Um, I just feel like that would just be, yeah. Lady Flaw says Adam has been given multiple chances. Lady Flaw, who are you a fan of more, Nick or Adam? Monique says Gwen. Okay, talking about somebody else. I keep sitting there looking at this damn cup like I'm just going to mentally pour more alcohol into it, and that's just not going to happen. That's just not going to happen. So annoying. So damn annoying. Excuse me. Okay. Danny Beer says it depends on the stepmom and stepdad, stepson Nicole and Johnny. And yeah, it's just yeah. it's just too weird. When he said that you sit there and read me bedtime stories, yeah, that's a no. Becky says time for water. Unfortunately, it's not even time for that because that's pretty much just kind of over. Well, I was gonna sit there and say I think I'm gonna sit there and end the stream right here, just because I do want to wake up somewhat early, and it sucks so much. I'm gonna have to try to experiment sometime throughout this week. I don't know if it's gonna be tomorrow, but it's gonna be sometime throughout this week. No, Sammy, I can see the nuances with that. I could. I can see the nuances with that. Now Gwen says I pick Adam. But yes, Jonathan, have a great night. It was really great seeing you chat. Sorry, you came a little bit later on. I do want to thank everyone for joining. I actually had a lot of fun. 2 hours. We haven't. I haven't done a 2 hour live stream in so long. I almost didn't even know what to do after like I don't know after the 23-minute mark because I was so used to the battery just going to crap. But hell, it lasted. I don't know if it's a YouTube thing, but it lasted. Yeah, it's sit there and sit throughout this week. All right, Jonathan, I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I look forward to seeing everyone back here tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We have a lot of fun. Thank you for joining. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh yeah, sure. No, of course. I enjoy it. I enjoy doing this. Have a good night, Cat Lady. Have a good night, Jonathan. Have a good night, Becky D. Thank you. Have a good night, Mel. Have a good night, Cherie. Of course. It's likewise. It's great seeing you in the chat tonight. Have a good night, Monique. Thank you, Gwen. Yes, hit the like button. Really does help. Really, really, really does help. I'm gonna try StreamYard for a week and see if it actually does something. I feel like I do gotta probably go back to what you call it at some point, YouTube. I just won't be able to do any. Have a good night, Danny Bear 87. Thank you for joining us. Another special guest tonight. Have a good night, Blackmon. Have a good night, Becky D. Have a good night, Darby. Have a good night, AJ. Have a good night, Jonathan. I feel like I'm missing somebody. No, I'm missing somebody. Have a good night, Gwen. And have a good night, Blackmon. Have a good night, Valerie. Thank you for joining. I'll say tell you the truth. I think throughout this week, I'm gonna see if certain things work or not. And then if it doesn't work, then I think I probably just have to go to going through YouTube. And that's super chats and memberships. So if those work, then I guess I could sit there and do it out the polls. You know, Daisy Flowers says Adam was driving and tried to for okay. Have a good night, Ron. Thank you for joining. All right, everyone, stay safe. I look forward to seeing everyone back here tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We're going to have a lot of fun. So stay safe until then, and I will see everyone in the next live stream. Have a good night, Hippie.